Healing podcast with your host and your co-host Charles. Come on, y'all can sit with us. You already know the drizzy.
Yes.
Y'all have been showing so much love. I feel like we're gonna say this.
I can't believe it.
I feel like
I'm
we're gonna say.
just shocked.
I feel like we're gonna say this in every single video. Y'all have been showing so much love, and we appreciate it. Oh my gosh, we are forever grateful, y'all.
So
like
grateful.
Hearts everywhere.
Yes.
A disclaimer: we're working on our sound, y'all. So if you ain't noticed, we ain't got no mics today.
You
but
guys,
we
don't have our mics today. So the last mics that you guys saw us with, we didn't really like them. We were just trying to make do with it. So right now we're looking for some really good mics that we'll like. So if you guys have any recommendations, let us know. We want the best sound quality. We want the best setup. We actually have a studio now, and we're actually designing it and decorating it.
It's gonna look so good. And you gotta crawl before you walk.
Definitely. And so that is actually a perfect example of just do it anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't. Just
everything don't
learn as you go.
Learn as you go.
Because if it was perfect, when we would never start it.
And that is what's keeping a lot of you guys behind, because you're not starting anything because you're thinking, I need to lose weight. I need a website.
I need this.
Just
I need
start.
That. Just start, and everything else will flow. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
yes.
I'm so excited. Okay,
so what's today's topic?
Oh my gosh, so y'all, we're gonna talk about cheating. We're gonna talk about it as a whole. We may share a story, we may not. Nosies. No, I'm just kidding. We love y'all. But we're gonna talk about it as a whole, just what we think about it, our experience, how we overcame it, how God can heal you from maybe infidelity, things like that. So, child, get your popcorn ready because I'm ready.
Okay. So, do you want to start off or
no?
And this is also. You guys always leave us recommendations and stuff, and at the bottom of the comment section or in our DMs and stuff like that. So you guys are really the ones that's inspiring a lot of the topics. But of course, this is a Christian-based podcast, so we're definitely going to give you scripture. We're definitely going to give you our the best advice that we can give you, godly advice. Okay.
Yeah.
So cheating. Do I think that all men or all women or whoever cheat?
We talked about that on the live.
We did.
And y'all was tearing us up. Like, not tearing us up. People was like, you think all men.
No, I don't think
you don't think all men
no.
cheat. I was just like, I don't know. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel like at one point in time, they either were forced to do it because they put up with mess and they didn't want to be in a relationship no more, and they just didn't have the courage, so they just left, or they did it willingly.
Okay.
But there are some men out here that just are not raised like that. They don't cheat at all.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like,
I don't believe that there are some men that believe I'm a man and it's meant for me to have multiple women. Mm-hmm. It's meant for me to be a hunter and take down as many women as I can, blah, blah, blah. I personally think that it could be an issue. You have some sort of if you're constantly like cheating all the time, there could be a trauma response. It could be
rejection, abandonment,
a lot of different
issues.
Oh my god.
As
lots of issues, sexual issues, just many different
wanting
issues.
to feel like you're still that
wanting to feel like you're a man. Yeah, like I'm a man.
Wanting to feel like you're still him, even though you're in a relationship. Like, and it's just like, we will never know as women, we will never know 100% why men cheat or why they have cheated.
We won't know.
We will never know. We only know what they tell us. But I wanted to say this. So I was watching this guy's TikTok video. I'm always bringing up TikTok. So I was watching this guy's TikTok video. He was basically talking about how recovery in a marriage, and it was a video of his accountability.
Okay.
And
I appreciate that.
I appreciate it. I was about to stitch it because he was just saying how, it was no grace for him. He had to make her feel comfortable. He had to do the hard work initially to make her feel comfortable. He said it was one time when he was texting and he felt like he couldn't even laugh because she would be wondering who he was talking to. That, for me, put like a prick in my side because on the other side, I don't want to have to be her.
Investigator,
I
FBI.
do not want to have
it's
to.
insecure.
First of all, it'll chip away at your self-esteem. That's the first thing. Now, I'm gonna say this: every woman is different. I'm just talking about Chelsea. Every woman is different. Some women can work through that, but for me, And my mental health, I cannot I do not want to be in a relationship that I have to recover from.
Come on.
I understand there are things that happen when you're in a relationship to outside things that you cannot control, but you all constantly doing things to one another
in a marriage,
and I took a vow and I have to say that I love you, and it's back and forth. I don't want to have to be in a relationship or a marriage that I have to recover from.
Same.
It'll chip away at my self-esteem. I know me, and it'll be a mental prison.
Yes, it's real.
A mental prison.
It's hard to come back from that, and I feel like some guys feel like, okay, if you forgive me, don't ever talk about it again. Move on. It's hard. I get what the man is saying when it comes to saying, if you forgive me, truly forgive me. You have to give that woman time to forgive you for what you did.
Now, in the video, he was saying how he over time, like he was holding himself accountable. He was basically doing things over the top to make her feel secure. He was on a schedule. He was on that's
and
too
he had
much.
To. He had to do that because he put himself in that position.
But for me, that still wouldn't be good enough. For me, I'm saying for me, because in the back of my mind, I know what you did. He even said that.
I'm laughing because I know my sister.
In the back of my mind,
I know my sister.
He even said, you made me forget what I was about to say. What I was saying. He had said something about a schedule. What did he say? He said he had to be on the schedule, text messages. He was just basically saying like over time that he really had to make sure. This is what I was gonna say. They was having a conversation and he had to. He was like, I couldn't hide with her. He couldn't get to a place where he had to. She asked him like, hey, what was it about her that you like? What did you enjoy? I don't want to do it. I don't want to put myself through that. It's a mental oh no.
And I also feel like I've seen a situation where the girl was asking the guy, why her and not me? Or what is it about her? Kind of like that would make me feel like a loser. Like I really don't mean to say, I don't know any other thing else to say, but me going as far to say to the man, like, why her and not me? Or if a man chooses somebody else and I'm asking him, why it just shows her self-esteem.
And I feel like this as a woman. Now, don't get me wrong. We've all had experiences with cheating. I don't care what you say. You probably have. Maybe you haven't, but I don't know. I know I have. We've all have had our fair share of stories of cheating. But I feel like me at this big age of 32 years old, I
don't have time for
there are too many people out here that will get it right the first time.
Yes.
And you will not have to wonder why me, or do I not look right, or it's the mental game. And people always say, oh well, there's emotional cheating and then there's physical cheating. If it's off the scale of cheating, I don't care if you gotta hide, if you gotta delete, if you wouldn't have that conversation in front of me, it's cheating.
Come on.
Now
there's different levels to it. We do understand that there's different levels to it. So let me ask you, okay, if you found out that your husband was emotionally cheating on you, texting someone behind your back, but he didn't physically do the act, how would you feel about that?
Now in this space, absolutely not. I'm gonna say no, because of what it can lead to. So people be doing stuff and they think it's fun, it's foul play. The enemy does not like marriage. So what he is gonna do is he's gonna plant seeds of that woman being your extra ear, or what you doing, or and she being there for you in a way that your wife may not be. Absolutely not. Because the seed being sown can lead to other things. Cheating does not start with you just going for it. It starts with a conversation. It starts with a like picture. It starts with a DM. It starts with messages being deleted. That's how it starts. So no.
And what a lot of people don't understand is that if you thought about undressing that woman.
You say it like that? If you thought about
in your mind, you've undressed this woman or you've undressed this man, and you've had sex with them in your mind, you've already cheated. You've already cheated. That's biblically.
It's seeds being sown. I just feel like us as women, black, white, Puerto Rican, polka dot, whatever you are, I just feel like I'm saying women. Now, I know men be getting cheated on too. Maybe we can do another segment about that. I don't know. But have a man as a guest. I don't know. But I'm just, as women, I feel like we deserve so much more than to be thought of less than, even if it's for a second, right? Like, even if it's for a second, a text message, because my mind will always think, I don't want to have to be with someone where I gotta constantly think, yeah, at one point in time he did cheat on me, but I took him back. I can't do it.
Yeah. Now we're not judging you if you did.
Yeah, no. We're definitely not.
We're just saying what we.
It would leave me in a straight jacket.
How I would feel.
Yeah.
Now I do want to say that is when I'm dating someone, we're getting to know each other. That is the first thing that I say. I say two things that are extremely highly important to me.
Have you ever cheated?
I do not cheat. I do not tolerate cheating. If I find out that you've cheated on me, or if I find out you're going, I don't tolerate anybody putting their hands on me, and I'm staying with you, and you don't put your hands on me. The moment you put your hands on me, you're going. Yeah. There's no second chances. There's no nothing. You're going. I don't care about, oh, it was my temper. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was that. You're going. Now, other things I might be able to work with, you know what I'm saying? Because some stuff still is a headache and it's a deal breaker. Like, I think a man that's financially irresponsible, that is very much a deal breaker for me as well. But the two things on my list, cheating and you putting your hands on me, you're going. I don't care.
And I know that, you know, as like I said, we're older, we've experienced things, we've forgiven people for cheating, we stayed. I know that, like, even as a woman, we can get in that soft spot. Like, he'll know how to get up here. He'll talk to you, babe, I didn't mean it, listen, I'm gonna make it up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then
it's just hard to trust you again.
It's hard. What do they say? Once you so you have a piece of paper, once you crumble up that paper, it's never the same.
It's never the same. Okay, now let me ask you this. Things are different now because we're married. Do you believe that in our marriage, and our husband cheats on us, does he deserve grace, or does it make it worse because he's actually our husband? What is your opinion on that?
Is that even a question?
What is your opinion?
First of all, marriage, you took a vow to me in front of all these funny looking people.
I can't look at
like, let me stop. You took a vow to me. We are now in covenant with God.
We're in covenant with each other.
We're in covenant with, it's more of a respect level. You asked me to marry you. Mm-hmm. So no.
You would divorce your husband?
I would. Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry. Like I said, guys, I know me. Yeah. I know me. And the only reason why I know me is because I've dealt with this before, to the point where I'm not putting myself through the mental prison ever again. I can't do it.
I feel the same.
I love me more. Okay. Respectfully.
Yes. And honestly, I feel the same way. And I've thought about it because it's like, okay, you're married. It's through sickness and health till death do you part. I thought about if the person did cheat on me, like my husband, if my husband cheated on me, I think because I want my marriage to work, maybe I would try, but I would not be the same. Like, it's not... God would have to do a work. I'm just going to say God. I would never say never. I've come to the place in my life where you never say never because you never know what you'll do. I've been in situations where I never thought that I would be in that situation, or I never thought that it would happen to me, and it did. So I've learned to never say never. But in my mind now, I can't tolerate cheating. I don't want to be with somebody that cheats on me. But because I'm married, God would have to really work on my heart.
But you just said
I'm serious.
You just said you wouldn't be the same.
I wouldn't be the same.
So why would you want to be with somebody?
God can do it, but the thing is, God can do a work. God can God can restore. He's a restoring God. He can restore. He's changed me. So
I'm not taking away from the Lord. Lord, you know
you're in your flesh right now.
You know I love you, God. You know, I'm not taking away from from God being able to restore, redeem, rejuvenate, resurrect. I'm not taking away from that. God can.
He can.
Now, if you cheat and I give you a chance and you do it again and again.
Now you're going to get an anklet. Now you're going to get a toe tag. Now you're getting a toe tag after I done, like, that's what it is. Oh, they done put you behind it. You got a toe tag now because now you're playing with me.
If you're married, okay, I feel like this topic is so like
so many loopholes.
It's so many because it's like, you know, we're called to forgive. I can forgive you, but bye-bye.
Yes.
He gotta go.
Because to me, I feel like I could do better by myself.
I just know,
like,
I know my mental health.
Me
I
too.
know the way that I think.
Me too.
Like the guy said in the TikTok video, he couldn't even pick up his phone. He couldn't
because
even,
now she's insecure.
he couldn't even laugh because she would look over and be like,
because now she's insecure and she has a right to be
She
like
has a
that.
right.
Whatever she gives you, you deserve that because you broke that trust.
but because of me, I don't want to deal with that. I would just leave.
Yeah.
Oh my
this is what I was saying in
God.
the beginning. I definitely understand where like a guy could be like, if you forgive me, let's not talk about it no more. But I understand the woman too, because now she's super insecure now. And now you gotta work 10 times harder. You would have never had to work all that hard.
And it's chipping away at her self-esteem.
Yeah,
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
It's chipping away at her self-esteem because let you cheat on her
and she find out who the woman that you cheated on her with.
That looks better than her.
Or doesn't look better than her.
And you just had a baby. You going through postpartum and your man. Oh my God! First of all, having children, I love my girl. They are my babies.
My God!
But the way that they stretched me all out of shape, I was insecure for a very long time. I didn't like how I looked.
Gained 100 pounds.
I had black all around my neck, my underarms. Everything was dark, and it's just like I look in the mirror and I felt like Fiona off Shrek. And do not laugh.
But that's what pregnancy does.
And that's what it does. And it's beautiful.
And you don't feel beautiful sometimes.
So if you
need that validation from your man because if you don't look the same.
You are in a situation where you're married or you're and then you got cheated on while you're pregnant.
I could never forgive. Like if you mistreat somebody while they're carrying your child and you're doing them dirty and you're cheating, I don't think I could ever. I'm done.
It's my mental health.
I couldn't do it.
It's up here that I would constantly, number one, be recycling the trauma, recycling what you did. It will turn into resentment, and then it's going to turn into unforgiveness. Why I don't want to be with somebody that I have to recover from. When you took a vow to me, telling me that you love me, why do I got to deal with that?
Yeah.
Like I said, this is not everybody. Some women can do that. I take my hat, I take my braids, I take my wig off to you, honey.
I don't know,
but I just feel like there are too many people out here that get it right the first time.
Yeah, I don't know. And how can I ever forgive you for that? Like, how can we ever come back from that? I would never trust you.
Well, no, because we talked about forgiveness, right? You can forgive,
but you gotta go.
It's no reconciliation.
It's no reconciliation. So, and let me tell you this, you guys. We as women, we know we have a gut feeling because that Friday night, when I didn't even know where he was going, I never questioned that man. I let him be free, do whatever you want to do. Just be respectful. I'm not the type of person that's going to be going through your phone, hounding you, calling you. That's not my personality. Because I don't want nobody doing that to me. So I give you the same respect that I would want. And I'm not insecure. I'm not an insecure woman. So I let you do your thing. You going out with your guys, whatever, have fun. Just come home at a decent hour. Call me, text me, whatever. I'm not going to blow your phone up. I'm not going to do nothing. But that Friday night where he actually did go to the woman's house, because I actually found out it was a Sunday that I think I found out. So that Friday night he's out he was with the woman at this time, and I had this feeling in my stomach, like I felt physically ill, like very, very sick. And I remember texting him and I was like, babe, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And he came home, he's holding me, and he's just like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong? But I wasn't feeling good because spiritually I'm connected to you, and my spirit is telling me that you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. I don't know. It's the women's intuition.
Somebody said that the women's ovaries is a crystal ball.
We always know. So then I had the feeling on that Friday, that Sunday, and that's when I found out, and I was done. I was done with you. Like, I was done with you. Like, I don't want the relationship no more. I don't tolerate cheating. I'm not staying with no cheater. I'm not staying with nobody to put their hands on me.
How do you feel about the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. But I do believe that if you're going to be doing that and you want somebody to forgive you, you have to take what comes with the backlash. It's backlash now. You got to take the backlash if you want the person to forgive you. And it might take years. It might take a long time. The person might keep bringing it up to you every day. They might want to be around you 24/7 now. But I don't want to deal with that.
Hey, one thing, and that, like I said, y'all, these are our opinions. Ain't none of this, it's facts to me, because it's my opinion. It's what I think. But I just feel like I don't want to have to endure things or endure cheating or infidelity for my relationship to be deemed as strong. Why can't I be strong because we overcame a fight because we paid off.
We overcame
together.
eviction.
Why can't the marriage be strong because nobody can break us?
Yes.
Nobody.
Why has it got to be strong because you done cheated or
I forgave you?
I think that's a form of manipulation. It's definitely a form of manipulation. Can this relationship or marriage be strong? Absolutely, because that's a lot. But I think that's a form of manipulation.
It can definitely be. You know, we've been through thick and thin and da da da. But my thick and my thin is not what you're doing to me. Thick and thin is what the outside world is doing to us, and we got each other's back. We locked in hand. It's just certain, I cannot do it. It's so crazy because when I was a little girl, I've always said I never want to be in a place where I can't be with nobody that has even started the pattern of cheating.
Yeah.
Like, no, he may not have penetrated her.
Yeah.
He may not have. But if I find things and if I'm finding stuff, I cannot do it.
I just think it's insulting.
Oh my God.
I just think it's extremely highly insulting, especially for me in my situation. Like, I thought it was so insulting. Like, I literally am holding you down. I'm doing everything as a woman. I'm a good woman. Despite what anybody want to think, anybody want to say, I'm a good woman. When I love you and when I'm in a relationship with you, I love you.
And I feel like that's a lot of women. When we like you, when we love you, we will go grab the moon.
Yeah.
We will go grab it
exactly
and bring it back and wrap it. Right?
That's exactly how I am.
But the minute the disrespect comes in, that's when you lost me.
And so here's the thing about me. With me being that type of person, the moment that you betray me because that's betrayal, that's a form of betrayal. And for me, betrayal is very, very hard for me to like overcome and deal with. So that's a form of betrayal to me. So because you betrayed me, you will never get the same version of me ever again, and you're going to think that I never loved you.
Yeah.
And then that's why it's
just better to leave.
It's better to leave.
It's just certain things that I don't.
It's disrespectful.
It's certain things that I don't want to. It's certain things that I choose not to deal with. And for me, it's just like we all have our preferences. Some women don't like short men. Some women don't like too tall men. Oh, his feet too big, his teeth too crooked. For me, I cannot deal with that because I do not want my brain. I don't want to be in a mental prison. And then I gotta feel like I gotta have you on a leash. That is not freedom.
Yeah. Baby, you can say whatever you want to say about me, honey, but my self-esteem ain't that low to the point where I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do to me and hit me upside my head and cheat on me 1,000 times, and I'm going to stay. Now, I've had some moments, some questionable moments where I'm like, okay, you tripping now.
Yeah.
But baby, I'm not staying. You do that, you going. I don't care who you are. You're out.
So what was it for you that made you get to that point? Because
the point of like, I'm not staying with you.
Yeah.
Like I said, seeing my dad, like.
Yeah.
Like that was a big one for me. Like that was a big one for me. I would never tolerate a man doing anything to me. You're not doing whatever you want to do to me. And I still, even growing up and seeing my father be the way he was, I still didn't think that all men were like that.
So what about being married and you go to counseling, right? So your husband cheated on you.
God forbid.
Your husband cheated on you. You go to counseling, and then the pastor or whomever, you got to work through it. You gotta, for better or for worse.
God would literally have to come down himself. He would have to show himself in dreams. Ain't doing that. He would have to show himself to me in dreams, prophetic word that this is what God wants me to stay with, and He wants me to be with this person because I can't deal with betrayal. Especially all that I give when I love you.
Yeah, we love hard.
When I love you, I love you with my whole heart.
Anything I have is yours.
I give you anything that I have.
I guess.
And I've never been a gold digger. I've never used anybody for their money. I've never been that. If somebody's spoiling me, you best believe I'm spoiling you back.
Yes.
No matter how much money you have, you best believe I'm spoiling you back. And I feel like if I give you all of that, like I'm not giving you grace.
They don't appreciate it.
Why would I?
So even in that, like for me, if infidelity took place and we in counseling, I don't even want to go to counseling.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, you can't say, oh, well, I want to be able to say that I gave the marriage all that I gave the relationship, or I gave the marriage all that I could give. But no, I can't. I'm sorry.
Not sharing. I'm not sharing my spouse.
First of all, that's how these diseases be getting passed on.
Yeah.
That's how these babies be coming out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. it's way too much. Like those women on Maury. Why do you
And to me, it's embarrassing because you might have forgave the person, but everybody around you is never going to let you forget that he done had a baby on you.
But it's not even that. I wouldn't even care about them. It's me. I will be my own
or
reminder.
seeing that child every time.
Golly.
Seeing that child, you in a marriage and your husband now got another baby.
Like, I feel like if you have a baby on me while we're in a committed marriage,
I think that's the ultimate disrespect.
Look at them.
That's deeper.
I said while we're together.
That's deeper than
I didn't say while you're separate, while you're divorced, whatever. But while it would take a lot. Now, some women may say, well, he's been working overtime to make it up. Cool. I think that's good, but a lot of men don't know how to do that. A lot of them don't know how, and it may be,
because they'll get tired after a while. Oh, well, she ain't forgave me after a month.
Yeah.
She ain't forgave me after this. She keep talking about it. You made your bed, now you're gonna lay in it. If she gonna take you back. Now, I wouldn't judge a woman for taking her husband back.
No.
I wouldn't judge a woman for taking a cheater back or whatever. That's your relationship.
Yeah.
You gotta live in that. You gotta deal with that.
Yeah, I definitely I wouldn't judge nobody. I wouldn't, oh no, honey, because that's not me.
That's
now,
your life.
like I said in the beginning of the video, I take my hat off to women who can do it because that's a strength that I just don't obtain. I can't. You get what I'm saying? Like Laura, I feel like that's a backhanded compliment, but it's just a strength that I'm just.
And I think we get that strength from mom. I think that's something that we actually get from our mom. Our mom don't play when it comes to that stuff.
Honey, if you
blink the wrong way, she out.
If you don't cover your mouth while
you
sneeze,
do anything,
you will never hear from her.
She's gone. And we be telling our mom, okay, mom, give that man some grace.
She be like, I ain't that difficult, honey.
It is. Now, my mom is a little bit more extreme than us, but when it comes to like the cheating and you put your hands and stuff on me like that, when I tell you, if you cheat on my mom, you're gone. She don't care. You're gone. Absolutely. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. So
because
quick.
She always says that she's worked so hard to get to a place in herself where she's happy with herself. She's whole. Why are you about to come along and disrupting my peace?
Yes.
With your games and your manipulative mindset.
And I respect my mom so much.
Oh God, absolutely.
My mom is not desperate.
And it's not a bunch of men running in and out of her home.
Never been desperate.
Absolutely not.
Never been desperate. Never been stand with no man that cheats. None of that. None of that. She's strong. Yes. She's a very strong, beautiful woman, and we respect her so much.
She don't tolerate.
She does not tolerate
BS. And I
at
was
all.
looking like, Mom, all he was 5 minutes late on the date. She'd be like, no, cancel. Now
if she's doing that on a date, imagine how she is.
Now we being a little dramatic. She's
like that.
Well, there have been times I'll be like, all right, Mom, you gotta.
I've had to say it to mommy a couple times, like, Mom, give the man. Really, he had his shirt tucked out for it. Like, just give him a chance.
She just don't want to do. She doesn't. She won't deal with anything below her means. Like she. Am I saying that right? Below her means. I don't know. I just. This is cheating, infidelity, all that stuff is a very, very big topic. And like I said, don't take our word as gospel. You know what I'm saying?
This is just how we handle our stuff.
Honey, if you were sitting on this couch and you happen to take your man back, I would want to pick your brain.
I would too.
I would want to know like
how did you get through it?
Yeah, like because you can also be a testament to other women of how to get through it. You get what I mean?
And how to trust again.
And how to trust again.
Did you guys go through counseling?
Yeah.
Did you guys go through? I mean, listen, it's to each his own.
Yeah.
You do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, it's your marriage, it's your relationship. At the end of the day, just for me personally, that would be something really hard for me to overcome.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to turn it into a ministry. And what I say by that is.
I mean, but some people are called to do it
now. And listen, you gotta know what God's calling you to. You gotta know what God is using you for. But I would be bleeding on people, and I can hold myself accountable to say I would literally be bleeding on them.
Yeah.
Like if I am starting a ministry of empowerment, of women's empowerment, because your husband cheated on you. I would bleed on you because I'm not over it. I'm not healed, and I know that you're worth more than that. I have had women message me, sharing their stories of how their husbands cheated on them and they don't know what to do. And then I would talk to them and say, hey, you don't deserve this. First of all, you got to know within yourself what you deserve.
Yes.
Nobody can tell you what you deserve. Or nobody can tell you what your worth is. You have to know. You gotta already have it set in place. Boundaries of what your worth is, who you are, confidence, self-esteem, all of that. Because I feel like the moment someone may cheat on you, if you're a guy watching this and your wife cheats on you, if you're a man watching this and you cheat on your wife.
But these men can't handle if a woman cheats on them. Oh my God!
We're not gonna talk about that.
They could cheat on you.
That's a part
times.
too. Because honey, a lot of these men cannot take what they dish out.
At all.
No, they can't.
They can't take it
because they can't even take when they got a cold. They're big babies.
Yes.
Like, so it's just like I like I said, a lot of women will be messaging me, you know, and I'm just like, on the other side, you deserve so much more. You deserve so much better. But they're comfortable. They got their kids there. They got the kids with them. They don't make money. They don't know what to do. They don't know where they would go.
They're in a tough situation,
honey. And I get it. I get it. But I would divinely, like, if you are in a sticky situation that we had just described, and you really have no idea what to do, the first thing I would do, I would fast. Definitely. I would pray. I would ask the Lord to really, really open my eyes and make my spirit sensitive to know what the Lord is wanting me to do in this moment. Is the Lord wanting you to go to counseling, or are you just wanting to because you really want to save your marriage because you have kids? Because a lot of us, sometimes we have so many. I don't want to use the word excuses, but a lot of times we have a lot of reasons as to why we don't want to let the marriage go. Now, immature men will play on that, and they'll keep cheating. And they'll keep doing it because they know you're not going nowhere.
And sometimes guys have an addiction. There's an addiction there, and he needs help. He has childhood trauma, and he needs help, and he has an addiction, and sometimes he might actually can't help himself, because I do believe that people do have an addiction to sex, and they can't help themselves. So,
or just the addiction of wanting to be validated by other women, or the door. Like I said, now a lot of people may. I had made a TikTok about a scale. I was talking to one of my friends and I was telling her and she was just like, oh honey, I don't know, because I don't measure disrespect. And
disrespect is disrespect.
I don't measure it, meaning if it's a scale of disrespect, it's a 1. Oh well, he called me out my name, but you know he ain't punched me in my face. Yeah. Or a 10. Oh well, he punched me in my face, but you know he didn't throw my clothes outside. If it's on the scale of disrespect, 1-10 is on there. That's the same thing with cheating. Oh, well, it was just emotional cheating. He just sent a text message. Oh, he penetrated her, but he didn't get her pregnant. It's on the scale. It's on it. I don't want to. Disgust me so bad. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to. I don't have to. I can't. Emotionally, I cannot.
I wouldn't be able to even sleep with you no more.
I don't want to be with a partner that I have to work to recover from something that you did. Leave me for all that. Walk away. Walk away. Oh, well, excuses or not, walk away. I can't do it. But like I said,
and some women might say, oh, well, if he sent the woman a text message, I can handle that. But I can't handle if he physically goes all the way. And
now, if you send a woman a text message, or if it's just an inappropriate conversation, I've had experience with that where I forgave you the first time and you kept doing it. Yeah. But like I said before, it's what it can lead to. That
you've already cheated.
I don't.
It's already been inappropriate.
I just don't want to. Oh well, it's emotional cheating the same thing as physical cheating. Sometimes they say emotional is worse because your hearts are, trying to come together as one. Physical, so a lot of these men don't even have emotions tied when they sleep with somebody. But that ain't my business to try to do the Pythagorean theorem and trying to figure out what's what. I don't want to deal with it. I just cannot. Like I said, some women are made strong to deal with it. They put the work in. Cool. I take my hat off. I think that is absolutely amazing. But for me and my mental health, I just honestly just wouldn't be able to do it. I think that if you're with me, we in a covenant marriage, or you're with me, you're vowing to me, you should be about me. You got to be able to have some type of self-control to, you get what I'm saying? Like I said, the video on TikTok, that guy, that accountability video, cool. He put it out there what he had to do, how he had to make up, being on a schedule, and it was certain things that he could not do.
And
basically being on eggshells. That's what that was.
You put yourself in that position.
And he put himself. You made your bed, now you got to lie in it. But I'd rather not deal with that at all, because the mental prison for me, it was just, and it takes time to build up the courage to leave. I'm not saying that it's going to happen the moment that he may step out and you're going to be done right away. But, oh, honey, when a woman is tired and fed up, she's tired and fed up. And there's nothing that nobody can say or do to change her mind. When a woman is done, she's done.
She's done. It's nothing you can do about it.
It's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. You can beg. You can plead.
It's nothing you can do about it. That's why, like, when women will come to me and they say, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that." You talking to me, but I will say to them, "Well, what's your like?" At the end of the conversation, it will be, "Okay, you're not ready to leave yet," because when a woman is fed up, I don't need no advice. I'm out of here.
Absolutely.
I don't need no pointers on how. I don't need Mari. I don't need a lie detector test determining that.
And if you feel like he's cheating, 9 times out of 10 he's probably cheating, because for you to be even thinking that, you know what I mean? Like, you already know. A woman already knows.
On Maury, remember I found her underwear underneath my bed.
I need proof. Some women need so much proof that the man is actually, you walking in and the man is physically sleeping with somebody else in the act. You found an earring, you found a high heel in his car, you found underwear underneath the bed that you know enjoyed. He had lipstick smeared on his neck.
And you still going to Maury?
We got to do better. We got to do better.
But
do I believe that all men cheat? No, I don't believe that.
It all boils down to a self-esteem issue.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And there's levels of it. Like, there's different levels to it, because I can admit that, yes, it had to be low self-esteem. Like, some of the stuff that I was dealing with,
you may think that you're not beautiful anymore after you have kids. You may think ain't nobody gonna want you. You have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids.
Unworthy.
You may feel like, oh, why? I don't look good in my clothes, or I don't know how to do my makeup or my hair, and then you'll cleave to what you're familiar to, even though he's cheating. But you're familiar with that because he already with you. Man, it's somebody out here that will treat you right, do you right. And if you're feeling low self-esteem or insecure about something, go to the gym, girl.
Yes.
Get in that gym.
Give that love to yourself. I'm telling you, love yourself.
Take care of you.
Give it to yourself.
Yeah.
Put the energy within yourself. But some people don't even want to do that. Some people don't want to do the hard work.
Yeah, that's true.
They would just rather complain about their situation. Because we got so much to talk about. Oh my God, we got so much. This podcast is so good. We got so much to talk about. And this opens up the door to a lot of things. So if you guys find yourself in a situation where you've been cheated on, you stayed, let us know down below. What did you do? Why did you stay? Did you leave?
Honey, y'all be writing books every time,
and
I read it, honey. We read everything, all, and we appreciate you guys so much.
We're not judging anybody. If you decide to stay in your marriage because he cheated, or your relationship because he cheated, that's your business. We're just telling you our experience and what we dealt with and what we will and will not tolerate.
And in my opinion, as women, as us being, the baby carriers, the beautiful woman, this just women in our glory, we deserve to be 100%
You're a queen.
Treated well, and you shouldn't tolerate any less than that. But like I said, everybody got their own little situation, so don't be saying that Chelsea said.
And God can restore it. God can restore it, but you have to be hearing the voice of the Lord, doing the work.
And I just don't be hearing them.
Yeah, doing the work. Doing the work.
Amen.
It takes a lot of work.
But you guys, we are so happy on our podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, we need more topic ideas, so please comment down below of something that you want to hear us talk about.
Yes. There's going to be many updates to the channel.
Yeah,
different backgrounds, new mics, this, that, and the third. So many amazing things. We are so excited. But yeah, you guys, make sure you guys thumbs up the video, subscribe,
share,
hit that subscribe button,
share the video,
and let us know what you guys think. Like, how do y'all feel about cheating?
Y'all are we got to give them a name.
What is her name?
So this is called She's Healing Podcast. I was going to say something. The Healettes.
No. We'll let you guys know. We'll let you guys know. We love you guys so much. And follow us on Instagram at
She's Healing Podcast. It's actually clicked. It's in our channel somewhere. You got to click on the Instagram icon. And
follow us.
Yes. We love you guys.
So many updates.
Have a good day, morning, night, whenever you're watching this. Okay.
Bye.